Um, we'll talk about the city response for COVID-19, our capital improvements plan, a little bit of downtown streetscaping, some construction, annexing, the Sturgis Falls celebration, and then some of our plans for reopening the city. So for a COVID response currently, we're still looking at buildings being closed to the public, the city government buildings, until at least May 15th. Our parks and outdoor areas are still open and the golf course is open. We're being really careful to monitor that for social distancing. So if you want to use the course, just be really careful. Um, Inspections and other things that happen at the city level, we're still doing as before. We're just doing it with some additional precautions and trying to do everything at a distance. And then the last is waiting for that emergency proclamation to expire. We can't really reopen until that does happen, which we're hoping for around May 15th. So one of the big things for us as a change is our capital improvements plan. We're looking to change it out to see what projects still make sense to do in this coming year and which things might need to be pushed back. Since the Blackhawk County Gaming Association will have the inability to do grants this year, that means some of those projects are just off the table. So can we either reapply those funds to other projects or do we just hold off? Those are things we'll be talking about in the weeks and months to come. Any of those changes will require city council approval. Downtown streetscaping. If you're in downtown Cedar Falls, you'll see a lot of construction, a lot of closed areas. That's because we're moving out the pavers, the old pavers, and putting in all new streetscape. That includes also poles, benches, and other amenities. And it should be complete this summer. It looks like this. So just be careful as you're with these downtown businesses as they reopen. You'll still see some construction area there. Another big item downtown is the 302 Main Street project, and that's where the Wells Fargo building used to be. It's going to be new buildings at a max of 6 stories with some new residential and retail options. It's going to visually extend that look of downtown out to State Street, and we're really excited to have this project come forward. Some Annex Properties, that was a big item this last council meeting, was getting some new property put into the city plan, and that's for industrial park expansion, which gives us some new options for companies, and that's on the southwest corner of town. Sturgis Falls celebration, I know, is a big question on people's minds of whether that's still going to occur. It's a very important event for Cedar Falls tourism and the economy. We're expecting the Sturgis Falls Celebration Board to make a decision on that soon. We did, as a city council, did approve deferring one of their loan payments for a year because we understand they're going to have difficulties with some of their payments if they don't have the sponsorship levels they had last year. Okay, yeah. So reopening the city is a big question. What happens in the next couple of months? It'll be in coordination with county officials, especially the Blackhawk County Department of Public Health. It'll need that emergency proclamation to expire from the governor first, and it's not going to happen until at least May 15th. We're expecting to see a gradual ease of restrictions in Cedar Falls, similar to what's happening in the other counties after May 1st, where we may have just limited spacing inside restaurants, decreased capacity, in order to see whether we're going to have a second wave of COVID incidents. So city buildings, we expect that those two will be open at a gradual rate. If it's the rec center, you might see some equipment still off limits, or maybe just a increased distance in the locker rooms, things like that. So we'll have more information, so stay tuned on that.